So the idea here is to have a nice blank stage in Blender, and we're going to bring in our house and spin it around 360 degrees. We're going to go File, Import our collada file, and of course we need to go to our Documents, SketchUp folder. You can see I have one DAE file here. As you create new ones and try again, change the date so you'll know which one is the most recent. When I import the house, you can see that it's there. Now this does not reveal problems. Remember, you must really check it over in rendered mode in order to know if all the different surfaces are okay. Going back to materials mode here, you can see that if I press the 0 key, I can look through the camera and see what it is that the camera sees. Now here under the camera, you can render an individual frame. That's the same as pressing F12 on your keyboard. If you want to save this picture after it's been rendered, F3 on the keyboard will allow you to choose where to save it, and it's automatically the PNG format, which gives you that transparency, makes it really nice. So pressing escape while I'm hovering over the thing I want to escape from, I'm going to press 0 on my keyboard to get out of here and make sure I select my house. These are the transform properties. They are under the cube symbol here, and they have the location in X, Y, and Z axis, as well as rotating on the X, Y, and Z axis. If I drag on this number here, you can see the house start to spin. And now this is keyframeable. I'm going to go ahead and type in a number. You can do that as well. And I'm going to show you where we're going to keyframe. So there's actually a timeline here set up in frames. If you go back to the camera, you can see that it has a start frame of 1 and right now an end frame of 250. So we're at the 0 frame right now. This is where you can control where you are. That's the end. This is the beginning. And I want to keyframe the rotation of this house so that we insert a keyframe right here at the beginning. It turns yellow, and you can see there's a little yellow bar right there, and it says start this animation with the values of 0. I'm going to jump to the end, and I'm going to spin the house around. Actually, I'll just type in, 360 degrees for one full turn. Now, it's not like Premiere and After Effects, where if you just change it, it automatically puts a keyframe. Notice it promptly forgot the 360 degrees. So when you do make a change to the value, make sure that you also insert a keyframe. If you make changes to it, you can replace the keyframes. You can delete all of them. But right now, you can see we have the house that spins 360 degrees. Now, I'm going to switch to the camera view, and you can see that we cannot see the whole house. In fact, we can't hardly see the chimney at all. So the camera is actually too close to the house to get a good 360 degree view. I'm going to pause it because it can be a little disconcerting to try and move things around while it's moving, while it's spinning. But let's switch to the camera. And here's the location values of the camera. I'm going to just wiggle them. I'm going to move these around until I can see the whole house. And now you would think, now we have a good view of the house. Well, it's different when it spins. So you can get it spinning again, or you can scrub through, and you can see I'm actually going to need to move the camera back a little bit more so that it doesn't get cut off. You don't want even a single pixel going off the edge, because once we look at the animation and we combine it with other things, this is going to look cut off all of a sudden as it's spinning around. Let me just zoom out or move the camera so that it's a little bit further away. And then scrub through there, make sure it doesn't get cut off. Looks like I'm a little bit too close there still. So just going to move it a little bit further away. All right, let's press play and watch this. We can zoom in a little more with the mouse wheel and see how close we get.